If you're struggling financially in the UK, it's not because you're lazy, it's because the system was designed to keep you exactly where you are. And today, I'm going to show you how to break out of it. Why is it that the UK richest people keep getting richer while everyone else struggles? It's not luck, it's a hidden game, and I'm about to expose it. You ever notice how everyone in the UK keeps saying the same thing? The system is rigged. And every time you hear it, it sounds like an excuse. But here's the twist, they're right. The system is rigged, but not in the way people think. It's not rigged so you can't win. It's rigged so you'll never even start playing the right game. And the moment you understand the game, the moment you understand why you've been stuck in the same financial loop for years, everything starts to look embarrassingly obvious, because the problem was never that you weren't smart enough or talented enough or connected enough. The problem is that you were trained from childhood, to play a game designed to keep you dependent, compliant, and economically harmless. In the UK, the whole system rewards one thing: predictable workers. People who show up, take orders, collect their paycheck, pay their taxes, complain about the government, and repeat. That's the model, and if you fit that model, the government loves you, businesses love you, banks love you, because you're safe, you're predictable, you're profitable for them. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Predictable workers don't get rich. They survive, they cope, they budget, they sacrifice. They make smart financial decisions that only keep them exactly where they are. The wealthy don't obey the system. They use the system. The poor follow the rules. The rich write them, and the craziest part, you were never told this. You were sold a fairy tale. Go to school, get good grades, get a stable job, work hard, save money, buy a house, retire at 65 if you're lucky. That script might have worked 40 years ago, but today, it's basically financial suicide. Because the world changed, but the advice didn't. The cost of living went up, wages stayed flat, taxes went higher, and the path to wealth became less about hard work and more about leverage. Not effort, leverage, but nobody taught you leverage. Nobody taught you skills that print money. Nobody taught you how to create value. They taught you how to pass exams, memorize facts, write essays, obey authority, and do work that produces the least amount of economic impact. And then we wonder why people feel stuck. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. If you're broke in the UK, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. The system wasn't built for you to win, but no system can stop someone who learns how to operate outside of it. So the real question isn't, is the system rigged? The real question is, are you going to keep playing a game that guarantees you lose? Because if you are, fine, keep doing what everyone else does. Work 40 hours a week, save $200 a month, invest in a slow index fund, spend your weekends recovering from a job you hate, and pray the economy doesn't collapse before you retire. But if you want out, if you actually want to get wealthy, you need to stop playing defense and start playing offense. Let me tell you what the wealthy actually do. First, they don't trade time for money. That's the biggest scam. Trading time for money is like filling a bathtub with the plug pulled out. You think you're making progress, but the moment you stop working, the money stops flowing. Wealthy people trade value for money. They build things that make money even when they're sleeping. Businesses, content, products, systems, investments. Things that scale without them physically being present. Your job has a ceiling, value doesn't. Second, wealthy people use leverage, not the stupid kind of leverage that used to buy a car you can't afford. I mean real leverage, skills, tools, capital, media, relationships, automation. A single piece of content can reach millions. A single product can sell thousands of times. A single connection can open a door 100 cold emails never could. Poor people think in one effort. Rich people think in one-to-many output. Third, wealthy people don't talk about ideas. They execute on them. Everyone in the UK has ideas. I could start a business. I could make content. I could invest. But idea people stay broke because they confuse thinking with doing. Wealth comes from action, not thought. A mediocre idea with aggressive execution will outperform a perfect idea with hesitation every time. You don't need more information. You need more reps. Fourth, the wealthy never rely on one source of income. The average UK worker has one income stream. The average millionaire has 7. Now that doesn't mean start 7 side hustles. It means build one stream that works, then reinvest the profits into others. Build the foundation first, then stack on top. Most people never build the foundation. They're too busy trying to get rich with shortcuts. Crypto, forks, gambling, get rich, quick nonsense. Let me save you the suspense. If it sounds fast, flashy, or effortless, it's going to leave you broke. Wealth is built by doing unsexy things consistently over long periods of time. Fifth, wealthy people buy back their time. When you're broke, you trade time for money. When you're wealthy, you spend money to gain time. Cleaning admin work, repetitive tasks outsourced. They eliminate everything that slows them down and double down on everything that pushes them forward. Think of time as your most valuable asset. You can lose money and get it back. You lose time, it's gone forever. But here's the thing nobody says. None of this works unless you fix the one thing that actually keeps people broke. Their identity. If you see yourself as someone who tries, you'll keep trying. If you see yourself as someone who survives, you'll keep surviving. If you see yourself as someone who isn't meant to be rich, you will unconsciously sabotage every opportunity that comes your way. Identity creates behavior. Behavior creates habits. Habits create results. You don't get wealthy by doing what wealthy people do once. You get wealthy by becoming the kind of person who does those things automatically. Right now, you might be thinking, but the UK economy is bad. Stop. Wealthy people become wealthy in good economies and bad ones. They don't wait for conditions to be perfect. They make moves anyway. The average person uses the economy as an excuse. The wealthy use it as an opportunity. Inflation, they raise prices. Taxes, they restructure, reinvest, optimize. Competition, they differentiate. Recession, they acquire. There is no scenario where the wealthy sit on the floor and blame the system. They adapt or die. That's the mindset you need. So how do you beat the system? You stop playing the game it trained you for. You stop waiting for permission. You stop trying to look smart, and you start doing the things that actually create wealth. Learn a valuable skill fast. Sales, marketing, content, editing, media buying, copywriting. These are modern money. Printing skills, you can learn them for free. Then you use that skill to make money. Then you reinvest that money into leverage. Then you build something that grows without you. You stack skills, stack value, stack leverage, stack income, and most importantly, you stay patient. Everyone wants to get rich in 6 months. Nobody wants to get rich in 6 years. But guess what? 6 years is going to pass anyway. The question is whether you end that time rich or in the same place you are now. One of the biggest lies in the UK is that wealth is about luck. He got lucky. She got lucky. Right place, right time. Luck is a byproduct of taking more shots. When you increase your volume of attempts, your probability of success skyrockets. But most people never increase the volume. They sit on one idea, one plan, one path, and when it doesn't work, they quit. Wealthy people iterate. They test, adjust, test again. They fail 12 times and succeed once, and that one success wipes out every failure before it. The average person gives up before success has a chance to arrive. Another lie is that money changes you. Money doesn't change you, it amplifies you. If you're generous, you'll be more generous. If you're insecure, you'll be more insecure. If you're lazy, you'll be more lazy. Money is a magnifier, not a maker. So if you want to handle wealth, you have to build the discipline before the money comes. Discipline creates wealth. Wealth exposes discipline. People say the UK system is rigged because they look at the wealthy like they're a different species. They're not different. They just learned the part of the game you were never taught. Not better, they're just playing a better game, and you can learn that game too. But you have to be willing to unlearn everything you were told growing up. You don't get rich by following the crowd. You get rich by doing what the crowd refuses to do. At the end of the day, the system is rigged, yes. But so what? You can complain, or you can compete. You can blame, or you can build. You can wait, or you can work. The system might be rigged, but the opportunity is real. The internet made the playing field wide open. You can start a business today with £0. You can learn a skill today with £0. You can publish content today with £0. The only thing stopping you isn't the system. It's the story you keep telling yourself about the system. So here's the only real question. Are you ready to stop being a spectator and start being a player? Because the moment you do, the system stops being a prison and starts being a playground, and the same rules that kept you broke become the rules that help you win. That's how you beat the system. You outskill it, you outwork it, you outlast it, and eventually you outgrow it.